You've gotta help me! I've been coughing up dry blood! Please! I need to see a doctor right now! For the love of God! Please help me! Dearies, it's me, Agnes Smith, Nomadic Fanatic's #1 fan. While visiting his mother for Thanksgiving, my little Eric Poo started to feel ill. He found it hard to drink liquids and swallow food. He wanted to go straight to the ER, but instead, he drove 1,200 miles to Quartzsite, Arizona. During his journey, he complained about his throat in one video, and then about coughing up coffee ground blood particles in the next. But he remained steadfast about going to see a doctor as soon as he got to Arizona. He wondered whether his condition was related to quitting alcohol, drinking other unhealthy beverages like coffee and soda, or taking omeprazole. Now that my little Eric has finally reached his destination, surely his health will be his first priority. Exciting! Let's watch! You've gotta help me! I've been coughing up dry blood! Please! I need to see a doctor right now! For the love of God! Please help me! Just kidding.
Careening down the highway with an idiot at the wheel, a $17,000 money pit leaving his audience asking what's the deal. It's the Magic Fool Bus. 2 people and 5 cats. What could possibly go wrong? It's the Magic Fool Bus. Can you smell the cat excrement? It's the Magic Fool Bus.
And a wonderful good morning to y'all. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic channel. I made it, guys. I made it to Quartzsite, Arizona. Yeah, I actually rolled in last night. And I know the #1 thing on your mind was, did he go to the emergency room? Because, you know, that's what I said in the video before this one, that I might not be singing or hanging out with people when I get to Quartzsite because my health takes priority. So the first thing I did when I finally got here was head straight to the ER. No, just kidding. Guys, the first thing I did was get Black Betty out of storage and put on my poser bike outfit to sing karaoke and hang out with my Quartzsite friends. But don't worry, even if I was hanging out with my friends and singing, I refrained from drinking anything harsh that would further aggravate my condition. No, I started drinking immediately once I got here. But Eric, you say, we all thought you were going straight to the ER. The way you described coughing up coffee ground blood particles sounded like a serious medical emergency. Guys, after I partied, sang, and drank, I went to the ER. Nope, I'm setting up this huge-ass tent. Of course, I'll be uploading this video with Connection Internet, quite possibly the greatest internet company on the planet. Do you find it difficult to pay your internet bill? Don't worry, Connection Internet Collections Department has got you covered. 2 nice gentlemen will show up at your door and force you to sign over your possessions. So don't be stupid. Go with the winner. Connection Internet. Enter the promo code Nomadic Schematic to get 15% off service. And I get a kickback. It's a win-win. You help me, and in turn I'm helped. Just about finished with the tent. Look at that moon over that Class A. Wow, isn't it gorgeous? Right there with the American flag waving. I love it. Remember when I left the American flag on the ground last time I was here? Can't really tell how patriotic a guy can be when he leaves Old Glory on the ground. This act shines a little light into my character. While it's a breach of etiquette to keep the Star and Stripes on the ground, it isn't against the law. Wherever there is a gray area or technicality, there is where you will find me. I drive with 10 cases of beer in the RV. It's okay, they're unopened. I drive a bus with a partial blind spot. It's okay because the policy doesn't say that RV conversions can't have them. Just like the escape exits. It doesn't say I need them, so I got rid of them. Okay, I guess I need to address Blossom. I've already told you a month ago that Blossom went to see her family in California and spend time with them there for Thanksgiving. So it's just been me on my own for a whole month. You've got to ask yourself, what kind of relationship is this when 2 people can go weeks without seeing each other? Remember last year when we were here and I was sick? She stayed away from me on the other side of the queue hanging out with her friends. It really makes me wonder how smart any of my fans are if they can't put two and two together and see that this is just a relationship of convenience. That's all this ever was. I kept saying I was building this bus for 2 people and 5 cats, but there has never been a time that Blossom and Yang has ever spent much time in this bus. Every time I took this bus out to the beach, it's been by myself, whenever Blossom goes out of town. Go look back at the videos. There is no video where Blossom has ever slept overnight with me in this bus. The very first time I officially slept in this bus, it was me and the cats. Blossom stayed in her bus. Blossom has mentioned that she plans to get another bus, so she doesn't plan on living with me in this bus. This isn't head over heels romance. This is friends with benefits romance at best. As I said before, I have to make my priorities clear. Setting up this big tent with Christmas lights so I can house all my stuff, including this sexy leg lamp. Damn, it's hot. I can't wait for the Android women to come out. Can you imagine what will happen to the dating world when these things can make sandwiches? This tent, it's almost as big as a house. Did you know that a house is another thing you can put all your stuff in? When it's cold outside, all you have to do is turn up the thermostat, not spend hundreds of dollars in potentially dangerous methods to keep warm. People who live in houses leave their stuff behind and go anywhere they want. Why do I go to so much trouble traveling thousands of miles to warmer weather, having to store my junk, hop on a plane back to my original starting point because I had to drive another vehicle back to Arizona? Make it make sense. I make $95K a year in YouTube and Patreon money. Probably 95% of nomads can't say they make that. This is not true nomadic living. How many of you can drop 17 grand on a bus and another 20 grand in building materials to renovate it? How many of you can just buy land when you feel like it? Or go to expensive theme parks more than once a year? Or cruises? You people are already enabling my decadent behavior, so why would it matter if I bought a house? The money would still roll in. I bought a dog for views, and he mysteriously vanished, and I only lost maybe 1,000 viewers at most. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. If it makes you feel better, I have an appointment a few days from now to get some blood work drawn to see what's wrong with me. Is this nonchalant attitude characteristic of someone who is facing serious health issues? Bye, guys. Dear Camper Van Kevin, I am so glad to be back in Arizona. I got to sing with my friends and drink beer. But those bastard trolls keep making fun of me because singing and drinking after complaining that I have throat problems makes me look like a hypocrite. That's not fair! I've been dying to play hop and pop since I got here. Your pretend son cuddle McSnuggle stuff. Eric, what are you doing? You're supposed to be getting checked out, not dilly-dallying around at your campsite. I thought you said your health was your highest priority, but now we find you drinking, singing, and wasting time? I find it extremely perplexing that you were concerned about your health getting to Arizona, but now that you're there, you're doing everything you shouldn't be doing. This is what his viewers had to say. Now cough, scamming time. Didn't you say last year when you left that you were never going back?
I can't do this. I have never in my life wanted to leave anywhere more than right now. I do not want to be here.
Laughing out loud, and now he is back to drinking. He also said in his last video he was coughing up blood. Sure glad he's a minimalist. Otherwise, can you imagine? You creep me out the way you keep rubbing that stupid leg lamp. I would not be surprised to see a bottle of lotion and Kleenex on the table next to it in the next video. Sorry, man, but there's no place like home for Christmas. Certainly not the desert. Yeah, us 20,000 nomads are doing everything wrong. Seems Eric had a miracle healing. So, Eric's drinking again. Let the quartzite shit show begin. Laughing out loud. The winds of shit are coming, bubs. Last as long as the protein diet he was on. 0 willpower. Do you think Eric is in denial about his condition? Or has this been one big deception? I guess we'll have to find out in the next couple of videos. Have a blessed day, oh dearies. For Nomadic Fanatic's #1 fan. Be sure to like and subscribe.